Video script, The Infinity Glacier Machine. Opening scene, storm surge footage, rising seas, floods. Narrator, calm, powerful tone. As climate change intensifies, storms grow stronger, and floods threaten millions of lives. Humanity needs a radical new way to fight back against the rising tide. Artry Scene 2, digital animation of a copper sphere floating in dark water. Narrator, imagine a machine unlike anything ever built. A copper sphere in smooth, hollow, and alive with power. Inside, 3 magnets float in perfect balance. 2 repel each other. 1 levitates between them, suspended in the invisible tension of magnetic fields. Glacier 1-3. Water rushing into intake holes on the sphere. Narrator. As floodwaters surge, liquid water plunges into the sphere through intake valves. The force of the flow pushes the magnets around the copper interior, like a train racing along its track. Scene 4, magnets spinning, currents glowing along copper walls. Narrator. The moving magnets stir the copper walls with eddy currents. Electricity sparks to life. Energy surges. The water, now caught in this storm of motion and heat, begins to change. Scene 5, water vaporizing, then freezing into ice. Narrator. The currents vaporize the liquid. Lasers ignite, transforming it into gas. Then, in an instant, ice nucleation seizes the vapor, freezing it into crystalline brinicle fingers. Salt is stripped away. What was once floodwater becomes pure frozen energy. Scene 6, outside view. The sphere begins to grow an ice wall. Narrator. Exiting the exhaust ports, the frozen gas clings to the machine. Ice builds upon ice. Layer by layer, the copper sphere entombs itself within a towering glacier wall. Scene 7, storm waves crashing against the ice barrier. Narrator. Rising intensity. The floodwaters strike. But instead of sweeping across the land, they collide with a fortress of ice. The machine has transformed disaster into defense, water into shield, chaos into protection. In Scene 8, wide shot of many spheres forming ice barriers across a coastline. Narrator. Deployed in numbers, these copper spheres could rise like sentinels against the storm, each one building its own glacier wall. Together, they would stand as a human-made frozen frontier, blocking the surge and saving lives. This closing scene, fade to calm seas, the copper sphere glowing faintly beneath ice. Narrator, hopeful, visionary tone. This is the dream of the Infinity Glacier Machine, a machine to turn floods into fortresses, a machine to protect humanity from the rising waters.